The Z07 Performance Package encompasses everything we know how to do with this type of car to make it a track-dominating machine.
The car just becomes more friendly, more fun. So even though you're going faster, you're also just more connected with the car, more connected with the track.
The main goal for development is mostly just lap time. You know, whatever we can do to minimize lap time, but also deliver this driving experience that we're extremely proud of. The content of it, it's go, stop, turn. You know, go faster, stop better, turn harder. Components that make that up are tires, brakes, and aerodynamics.
Z07 brings a lot to the Z06. You get a Michelin Pilot Sport Cup tire. That's got lower tread void area, an awesome compound, brings you really close to a race tire performance. One very special thing about this tire is that its speed lasts for an entire session in the car. So you might have your fastest lap on the last lap in a tank of gas instead of just the very first couple laps.
The Z07 package itself, it's standard with aluminum wheels. The carbon fiber wheels are a standalone option. They save 41 pounds over the aluminum wheels, and they're only available with the Z07 package.
When we move from aluminum to carbon, we pick up steering feel, precision, instant acceleration, and we pick up a lot of lap time. The car is quite a bit faster with the carbon wheels.
The brakes that are included in the Z07 are carbon ceramic. They're the largest we've ever put on a Corvette. It manifests itself in just this immediacy in the brake pedal feel. It's fantastic.
The carbon ceramic, it's just endless braking. You can brake at the same marker on lap 1 as you can at the end of the session. It's just non-stop brakes. They're always there, they're always the same, they're always consistent.
The Z07 Performance Package, the primary thing I think you'll notice first is the aerodynamics. So the larger, longer front splitter that can be painted carbon fiber or exposed, the dive planes in the front of the car, and then the rear wing is probably the most dominant element. So all the aerodynamic elements on this car were aimed at efficient downforce. You get this hand of God coming down to try to push the car into the ground, which is a beautiful thing. It really provides this feeling like you can keep pushing the car to its limits. Underneath the car, there are rubber strakes. So they start kind of near the center of the front wheel, and they evacuate air out behind the front wheel.
You want to add more downforce, but you want to do it in a balanced way. And the nice part about the strakes is that they put the downforce pretty even with almost no drag penalty.
In conjunction with the rear wing, the dive planes, the splitter, those pieces underneath are actually one of the best elements of this car that we're anxious to show people and tell people about. The aerodynamic elements can be ordered separately on a Z06 with just the splitter and the side skirts, or with the dive planes with the wing. The carbon brakes are also standalone options. We've really made it where you can cater everything to exactly what you want.
The Z07 package is just more Z06.
The feeling you get from this is a natural extension from your brain to your arms, to your hands. It's immediately happening. We knew we wanted to raise the suspension tuning of the car to provide a platform that reacts the highest aerodynamic downforce we've ever had on a Corvette. And the mid-engine architecture really allows you to do that because you have less weight on the front.
We work with advanced engineering on early chassis layouts to improve handling and to do things that the previous car hasn't done with steering ratios, things like that. In doing so, we developed the architecture around those tire and wheel positions.
We want an output that's equal to your input almost. So if I steer this much, I know what I'm going to get. Or if I hit the brakes at this stage, I know what I'm going to get.
So we've moved to spring rates that are 30+% stiffer in ride frequency than a Z51. The Z07 adds another 10% on top of that. So that gives the car a very connected feel.
Through the magnetic dampers that we have and some other chassis tuning goodness we were able to put in the car, the ride's actually very comfortable.
What has surprised me the most with the Z06 is how, once I'm on the racetrack and I'm driving the car at its limits, those lines get blurred between what the race car is capable of and what the street car is capable of.
It's a little bit of an unconventional setup of what a normal Corvette has, in that the front ride frequency, which is kind of what you feel in the car, is higher than the rear. You have a lot less inertia on the front to provide this immediate input that then is reacted through the car. You can kind of just feel the car leading itself into the turn. You don't have to think about it much. It's a little bit of this innate feeling from the car that really comes through. It's extremely rewarding to drive.